Right. Solve by graphing. What do we mean by that? Do you remember what was the... Okay, he's saying graph the equation and then look up the answers in the table. Close, right? Not quite. You're graphing the function, right? Graph the function y equals 2x squared minus 5x minus 3, and then look for where does y equal 0. That'll solve your equation. Well, where do you look for on the graph for y equals 0? It's on the x-axis, right? That's where y equals 0. So you graph the function and look for where it equals 0. Sometimes you'll be able to see it on the graph. Sometimes you look in the table of values. Maybe you could find it there. So in this case, we would, let's put it in there. 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. And you hit the graph. Right, so everywhere across the x-axis, that's an answer. How many answers do you see? 2. You see one of them is here, and one of them is here. The one that's there, it looks like it's probably at 3, and you can go to your table of values and go to 3 and see if you see y equals 0. Yes, so there was one of our answers was that. The other answer, it looks like it's between 0 and negative 1. And you could try to zoom in on it. Graph. Zoom 2. And, you know, it does look like it's at a half right there. The calculator will find that for you by, there's a process here that if you look above the trace key where it says calculate, second, calculate, and number 2 says 0. That's a 0, because we're y equals 0. And you got to go through these steps, which we went through once. The left bound means put in an x value which is less than to the left of what you think is the 0. I'm going to put negative 1 since it's right there. And the right bound would be put in an x value which is to the right of that 0. How about 0? And by doing that, you're putting these triangles there and there. They're saying, okay, do you want to guess in between those two? Yeah, that's my 0 looks like it's in between. So go ahead and run it, and negative 0.5, negative 1/2. There it is. But the main concept is to solve a quadratic equation, standard form equals 0, graph the function, look for the x-intercepts. Those are the solutions.